out in a sensational game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UConn Huskies, taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Eagles offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
He's got an open man. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the line.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UConn.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Freeman. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shows him the stiff arm. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they got it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's got it at the 20. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Green 25.
The give on the option. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wall. Touchdown, Eagles! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's taken out of bounds at the 48. A really good return gets it close to midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Finds a little space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quick out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to get it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Had to throw it before he wanted. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds a man on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Eagles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on third and short. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Vaughn. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to get rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Hand off from the shotgun. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He leaves it with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Eastern Michigan going fast. On third down, he drops to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UConn going back to work on offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. Finds a crease at the...
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Boise State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarter.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
He's got him wide open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
1st and goal, Eastern Michigan.
From the gun. Escapes the sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The UConn offense goes back to work. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and...
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. UConn quick to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They're going to ride this running back. The ball pops out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get...
He lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this...
He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.